welcome everybody to this video. I'm David Johansson and I'm your host today and watching The Artistic Mind. In the sky as usual, I'm using a mixture of cobalt blue, ultramarine blue and some titanium white. As you can see, did I just quickly throw in some clouds there. The sky is absolutely not the main feature today, so I did not spend too much time on the sky or on those clouds. I went pretty fast over to this mountain, or to these I don't know what you call them, cliffs or mountains back there in the background. And right now we just move on to block in most of the colors. I just felt like I did not want such a big white canvas today. I wanted to work with a bit more covered canvas, since it's easier to judge colors and everything if it's not so white. Alright, so I keep painting those mountains in the background, and I start off with the very first highlight color. It's a brown color, and I was just a mountain gets so boring if you just use one shadow color and one highlight color. I wanted to have several layers of highlight colors, so I started with this brown color, since the light today is gonna be, it's not gonna be a very warm color, but it's gonna be more warm than cold at least. And as you can see, do I have a little waterfall back there, where those mountains meet each other. And I put in the second highlight color, or it's actually more than the second one. I have done a few other variations of color in here, but this is probably my last highlight color here, if I remember right. I mean, if the mountains are the main feature, or if they are very close, of course you should have much more detail in them and much more kinds of highlights and everything. But this time they are not the main feature, they are background, but they are still kinda close, so I still wanted quite a bit of details in them, but I think that's quite enough that I have right now. Alright, so I went on and I did put in some very distant trees back there, and I did not use a very vibrant color at all. I was more of a gray-green mixture. Since they are so far away, you don't really need, or you should not have so much vibrant colors, since that will just make them look less far away, and that will give you less depth in your painting, and that's not good at all. So just remember these rules and you will get a nice deep painting. I keep on painting, and I work on that lake a little bit, which is brighter in the color, or whiter in the color further away, and it gets darker towards the foreground, which is as it is in reality as usual. Alright, and as you could see there, I just put in some color of on that path. Anyway, I paint this tree right now, which is I don't know if I would call it a main feature, but it's at least a tree that's pretty close and pretty detailed. So it's important that you keep focused when you paint these close-up things, so you don't just mess them away. But don't be too stiff in your hand, since leaves are very irregular, and you need to show that in your painting by being very loose. As you can see, I'm not holding the brush stiff at all. I paint pretty slow on this tree, but that does not mean that I'm stiff in the hand. I'm just trying to be careful and at the same time loose. Alright, so I go on and I excuse me, I paint in some greener colors in the background as well. I try to keep them quite pale, so but I still wanted some more color there instead of just brown. It felt a little bit boring, and yeah, yes, I think it looked quite nice to have a highlighted area over there. And as you can see, I put in some highlights on the water as well, the white the white shining on the surface there. Right now I'm gonna just keep highlighting those trees to make a more impression that the entire area is highlighted, or at least mainly the right side of this painting, since I mean you don't really know how far these mountains keep. Maybe the left one throw some shadow onto it, I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this painting. I had lots of fun painting it. I hope you did too. I hope you learned something from it. I hope I taught you something new. I hope you go and paint an even little bit better painting than you did last time. If you enjoyed, if you learned something, please leave a like on this video. It helps me out a lot. Also, maybe share it with your friends. Tell someone that you saw this video or anything like that. Anyway, until next time, I'm David Johansson. Bye bye.